Namaste. I'm starting another devlog series. If you watched my last devlog series where I rebuilt an existing website from scratch to deployment with Sibartcat, this will be similar. This time I'll be building a new application from scratch, from idea to completion using various technologies. Let's talk a little bit about what application that I am trying to build. I have basic plan here. The application that I'm trying to build is T2S, or teacher to student empowering teachers, where I want to create an application that teachers can use to complete their repetitive tasks so that they can focus more on students. And this is inspired from applications like Socrative and Class Dozo. Also, I'm developing this mostly from the context of Nepal. I want to launch this application in Nepal to assist teachers in Nepal to better education. And I've been meaning to work on this application for a long time. So I thought this would be a perfect time to create a devlog as well as work on this side project. So talking about basic features, I want to start with quizzes, where teacher can create quizzes and assignments and students can take them, so that our application will automatically grade the quizzes and teacher will not have to spend time grading those quizzes. However, teacher can instead focus on providing constructive feedback and also focus on students that require special attentions based on the outcome of various assignments and quizzes they have assigned. For this, we'll also need few more features like authentication, where teachers can create quizzes, and teachers should also be able to create classes where students will be able to join using the code for the class. Later, maybe we'll add a web-based URL using which students can join the class as well. So yeah, this will be the MVP. I'll start with quizzes and gradually we can add more features later. And let's talk about the technologies that I'm going to use. So tech stack, let's talk about tech stack. For applications, my obvious choice would be Flutter. I've been working with it. It's cross-platform. I can build web, mobile, and desktop applications from it. And I mostly want to develop mobile applications for students and web and mobile applications for teachers. And later, maybe I might want to port that into desktop application as well for both teachers and students. But for all that, Flutter would be obvious choice, and you can see the new Flutter project that I have already created in my screen as well. And then another choice would be for the backend, I'll be using Appwrite. So I've been working in Appwrite for a long time now. It's open source. Cloud is coming soon, so Appwrite would be my obvious choice. It provides all the features that I require. On top of that, it provides cloud functions and server-side SDKs if I want to extend some features. If I'm not comfortable with existing features, I can extend them easily using one of the server-side SDKs or cloud functions. And cool thing about cloud functions is we can even write cloud functions in Dart for Appwrite. So Appwrite would be my obvious choice. Using this two tech stack, I'll be building this application. So this devlog series will also be devlog on building a project from scratch with Appwrite and Flutter. You'll get to see insights into how I build projects with Flutter and Appwrite. Maybe learn something about Flutter and Appwrite as well. I hope you'll enjoy this series. So Yeah, let's start. I would like to start with project. I have a first project created here for Appwrite, and maybe I want to start with application. uh, let's call it web, and for now it will be localhost because I'll be working locally. Let's do next, but oh, not web, sorry, back, cancel. Oh, it's already added, no problem. I can add Flutter app web, uh, localhost. Next, invalid type value must be of web. Okay, there is some issue. Next, Flutter Linux, Flutter Windows, Apple iOS. Oh, I did not know this. I did not expect this. So let's start with desktop application. Not Flutter. T2S Mac. Bundle ID, it should be bundle ID, product bundle identifier, com.puppets.t2s. Yes, application ID, bell.gradle, product bundle identifier. This is the value I want. Best, yes. Next, I know this. I can skip optional steps. Web, let's keep it for now. I can start with the web as well with this. Okay, so I have a platform. Next thing we would want is authentication. Let's see. If we go into settings, email password authentication is open. Phone authentication, I don't want now. Magic URL, that's good. But yeah, anonymous I don't want. I want students to be authenticated and teachers to be authenticated. So magic URL, I can use one of these, maybe Google sign in, but for now I'll stick to email and password. Let's go to security settings, user limit. Say we are in beta and I want to limit up to 100 users for now. Session length 1 year, that's fine. Session limit maximum of active sessions, let's say only 5 sessions. User can use three different devices simultaneously. Update. What? Let me refresh. 3 update. Oh no. There is another bug. 3 update invalid. Okay, let's leave it for now. I need to report the bug to the team later. That's okay. Database, so let's create a default database. Let me call it T2S, or let's call it main database for our project. If we go through the features, right now we have class. One of the feature is the class, and it will require a database collection. So let's create a collection class. Create. What attribute I might want for class is the ID attribute will already be there, but I would want a code which will be string, and size will be maximum, I think, let's say 16 font. Yeah, I don't want default value, but this will be required. We do need a code. Next thing we want is cancel. I don't want to create document. I want attributes, create attribute, and this time I want another attribute, name, which will be again a string, 100. Yeah, 100. Let's give it a max of 255 characters. Name is also required. Next, what might we want? Name of the class, attribute type, okay, let's keep it a teacher ID, which will be string, but this should be 36 required. So teacher ID is required. What else we might want? Yeah, for now, let's say a class only has code, name, and teacher ID. So these three things. Let me change this attribute naming. Delete, create another. Let's follow this pattern. Teacher ID 36 required. And maybe description, a class description, what's the class is about, maximum of 300 characters, not required, this is optional. What? String 300, create, okay. Okay. Nice. I have my class database. Maybe I want some index, create index, code, type unique, so code should be unique, create. I might use ID for the code. I might even remove this attribute. So, because I'll be randomly generating it, ID is already randomly generated and maximum of 36 characters. Let's delete this. Delete. Okay, index for that is gone. Yeah, name, teacher ID, description, because we can have custom IDs, so yeah. What else? So attributes, teacher ID, name, description. Okay, that's all for now. Class, and then next thing I can have is quizzes, right? Quizzes, or I can call it assignments. this is an assignment or quiz. Let's keep it quizzes. Okay, quiz or assignment. Do I want to keep it together, quizzes and assignments? Maybe, because questions will already be in a separate. Let's keep quizzes. And in the attributes, what I want would be, first attribute would be title of the quiz, and it will be string 255 required create. Quiz will have title, maybe total marks, no, total questions, this will be integer, minimum one, at least one should be there, one question. Let's say minimum 5, let's keep 1, and maximum of, let's say 100. Yeah, quiz with more than 100 questions together. Yeah, let's keep it for now, or we might not be able to change it. Let's keep 500. We can limit it in the front end. Default should be 10. Okay, awesome. Graded, this should be boolean, whether or not the quiz is graded. Default value is true. And then so one way would be marking the quiz, grading the quiz. One way would be to use the grade value of each question inside the quiz. Another would be to give a total grade value for the quiz and distribute the grade value equally to each questions. Another would be to provide both the options. I'm not sure what to do here. So let's see. How do you, as a student has already participated, you can manually create, customize his score by clicking a score from top down. The maximum points to select from reports will be the same number of points which are set while creating the quiz. Difficult. Flexible grading. You can manually grade a student response multiple choice question. Let's see, quizzes. Let's try format. forms.google.com. Let's try to create a new form. Settings, make this a quiz. Missed questions, correct answers, point values. Okay, each question can have different points. Okay, that's good. What I can do is I can add something for question point value. Default point value, this should be integer. I don't want minimum, maximum. Maybe default can be default, right? I can delete and update later. That's not an issue. What else? Okay, if I give a default point value, then that's good. Question defaults. Okay. Another would be to, while grading, negative marking would reduce the point value if incorrect answer. By default it's set to false, let's say. Okay, what else might be there? Okay, I remember this for now. Maybe add a description, not more than 300 characters. Yeah, optional. Okay. I might want to add a full text key for title so that we can search by title, or we can add it later. Title full text, title, create. Okay, so now another collection I'll need will be for questions for quiz. So questions, and attribute will be question string, maybe 500. Yeah, this is required. And then what else? Options, this will be string, size will be 255, and this will be array. So I want options to be this, and then option, correct option, it should be not integer, it should be string, same as options, 255, required but not array. And then point value, so what's the value for this question? If we are grading it, it should be integer, not required. Default can be, let's keep it null. Okay, question, options, correct option, point value, maybe two things. Correct feedback, so feedback to be provided when the value is correct, 300, not required. Incorrect feedback, 300, not required. Yeah, let's keep it simple for now. So we have three different collections: class, questions, and quizzes. We'll start by implementing different features. Okay, that's that. I have data structure. Let's set up the base of our Flutter project. Remove all comments, not here. Remove all comments. Not even here. Sorry. Here. Remove. Format. What else? Dev. Yeah. Remove this. No. Let's use terminal. Let's add Flutter pub add Appwrite Flutter report Appwrite auth-kit. Okay. That's good. And live. Let's set up some things. Let's go build slash okay. Stateless reset. Name views. Let's call it home.view.dart. So home view. Scaffold bar home body list view for now. Okay, I can const. This works. Main. Here I don't want this. view. Let's remove this. I might even want source T2S dart, where I'll be moving this main. This T2S app. I don't want this. Awesome. So I have restructured my applications. I can go to this, not Flutter demo. Powering teachers, main. Not main, home view here, teachers. Let's add a round configuration, sorry, start in Flutter. Error running, cool. Come on. CD macOS port install. Okay. The port file, it is 15, is it? Okay, yes. Now I can run. I should be able to run. Building macOS application. Close all. Let's quickly set up Appwrite client. Source. What's wrong now? Device info plus. Minimum deployment of 10.15. Okay. Compiling for macOS 10.14. When? Why? Let's open Xcode. Xcode. I updated port file, but it seems I need to update. Open projects, T2S, macOS, runner.x workspace. Yeah, here, this I want to change it to 10.15. Save and try again. Come on. Yes, awesome. Now it's working. I can close this. What else do I have? Okay, so I have base setup. Let's set up Appwrite client. I import Appwrite.dart here client set endpoint. So let's get the endpoint from our project. Settings. Here we go. Okay, dot set project T2S dev. I think this is our project, right? T2S dev is the project ID. That's good. Yes, I want to init this. I want to call init. No. This Appwrite instance. This should be like underscore, and then instance will be instance. It will be like this. Instance return what was it? Oh, this is static if underscore instance equals null, then underscore new instance. I could do instance is equal to no, what was this? Let's go to my singleton. I forgot my singleton. Singleton instance. Okay, I needed a factory method. So what I needed was dot underscore, so this will be dot underscore. Yes. Now what I can do is I can call the init. I don't even want this. I want to initialize, and now if I go to main dot before everything, here initialized, and then I can do appwrite dot init, not this, static appwrite get instance. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I needed static. Yes, let's make this sorter. Yes, awesome. Dot I. Here what I can do is instance ap get I return instance. Yes, nice. So I initialize appwrite, and then what I can do is appwrite auth kit. So let's go to pop.dev appwrite auth kit. How do we use it as? Yes, yes, I already have this. What I want is appwrite auth kit. I need to wrap my appwrite auth kit. Okay. Wrap gets preset. Sense. ap.I.client. Okay, I have appwrite auth kit. Setup. I believe this will be all for today. In the next episode, we will go on to implementing more features like authentication and maybe allowing teachers to create classes and stuff. So yeah, that's all for this episode. Okay, that's all for this episode.